When you are doing political work, ambiguity is very dangerous. How do you balance clarity with enough emotions, with sufficient creative space? And I don't believe this balance can be permanent. It goes with what's happening around. This is why I try to work in this idea of political timing specific. When I was invited at this time during the Olympics, I thought it was very appropriate to talk about nationalism. The title of the piece is Surplus Value, and of course it's a Marxist concept, and it works with the idea of labor and value. The piece has two moments. At the beginning, where you enter and you are told that you have to do a queue, a line. You have to wait. People have waited. By now, somebody told me an hour and 15 minutes, 45 minutes. When it's your time, you go through a lie detector. It's an officer who actually works on that. That's his job. So once that person decides, you can enter or not the space.
Have you ever deliberately overstayed a visa?
No.
Have you ever been asked to leave a country for any reason?
No.
There is also a little detail, which is the people who are in charge of taking care of the queue from the museum have the authorization to enter people randomly. You can be lucky and be privileged in a way. Once you enter the space, so it's a maximum maybe 5, 6 people at a time. It is a reproduction of a historical object that was stolen a few years ago in the Auschwitz concentration camp. There were 4 of these signs. The first one was done in Dachau, and it was done in 1936, 3 years after the opening of the camp. The camp was a labor first, then concentration, then extermination. The B is inverted. And it was a gesture the prisoner who made it did in purpose. A very tiny rebellious moment where he wanted to make something imperfect, where perfection was the rule and where perfection was the way to go. Officers were so arrogant they never saw this, but the prisoners were seeing this as a little, very small hope. Inside a museum, you are competing against the historization of your gesture. And that is an extremely intense energy against you, no? Because you are already in a space that forces you to make a statement before you even do anything, which is, this is art. So in this case, I feel that the gesture has to be even stronger. Like, people enter to museums and they understand there is a certain behavior that they have to have. Life is much more intense than anything you can see in a museum, and things are happening in the streets that are really offensive. What artists do is kind of bring that into a more secluded and kind of a specific moment to think about it.